You got to understand that a certain lifestyle, the one that I'm living, will make you lonely for a long time. If your presence demands more of others, if you set standards high in life, you are weeding out those who you'll get along with, those who you can partner with in terms of relationships, people that you can just love. Your heart will love them in a intimate, personal way, like back to the relationships. If you set your standards high, if you have the highest standards, it's a very lonely place. You know, it's busy, it's crowded at the bottom. So, I drove by a country club just now, and I'm like, okay, when I'm 30, 40, and I'm that guy who's still in great shape, or, I'm a gym owner, as I am now, I'm ultra fit, I don't imagine stopping ever. This is a lifestyle. This is what you adopt. This is who you are. You don't just escape that. You want to become a fat fuck, but deep down inside you hate who you are. That's spiritual suicide. Now, if that laid back type of person who doesn't work out ever and eats whatever they want is who you are to your core, then unless you want to change that, just be that. But that's not me. So I identify that I'm going to be lonely for a long time. I'm going to be, I drove by the country club and I go, okay, so am I going to be at the golf course? Imagine all of the standard, typical beer belly dads that have all the excuses in the world, very successful. Your whole life is set up, but somehow you just can't get your health in order. It's like, wow, you have a summer home and 3 cars and a 6-car garage and 2 wives and, didn't want to tell them that one. You got it all figured out, except the one thing that matters, which is your health. And how am I supposed to, it's not that I love everyone. I can love anyone who, and if that's who you want to be, that's who you want to be. I don't ever tell someone what their health should be. If you look at me and say you want to lose weight, then I hold you to a higher standard. But it's the way they look at me. See, when someone lives a life of a higher standard, you make other people uncomfortable. Not because of your judgment, because that's the thing, is I'm the least judgmental person that I come into contact with. I can love you for who you are and who you want to be. That's all I'm going to work with is what you tell me you want to be. I'll help you with that. You want to be more chill, more laid back, I'm all for that. But if you want to lose weight, you want to get healthy, I'm going to help you with that. But my personal life lived to a higher standard. So when you are around other people who they're those people who deep down they know they can be more, they know they can do more, they have this guilty sense, they have this life doesn't ever let you forget that. It's a spiritual suicide, but it aches at you. Your greatness that you were born with, that God created you with, it doesn't ever go away. So when you're around them, it's not that you're judging them, making them uncomfortable. It's that they're judging themselves, and they see every bit of you, and they know that they're capable of that they should be on that line. They should have been doing it for years and years. They should, and then it turns into hate because they see how long their road is. They're not willing to just start step 1 on the journey. They're not willing to, so they deny their own greatness. But there's an ache in them from beautiful, as a human, beauty, God's greatness that you were built with. Just being more in every field, whatever you're doing, being a better father, mother, whatever it is, it vibrates inside you. And so when you actively deny that, or you're around someone who fully has accepted that and everyone can see it outwardly, it makes you a little jealous. It makes you, it makes you uncomfortable. So your presence, my presence, because I love people to the highest ability, I'm sweating here like crazy. To be who I am to be is gonna put me into a lonely place, because when your standards are above everyone else, you probably know this because I know you got higher standards. You're not at the bottom, whether you're in the middle or whether you're at the very top. Do you ever just look around and be like, some people just weren't raised right? Now that's a blessing, because that means you were raised better than them. You were raised with better standards. But when you look around, you see how low their standards are because you were raised with higher standards. So you got to understand, it's crowded at the bottom, it's lonely at the top. So when you strive for excellence, we strive for greatness, just know it's going to be a lonely road, because everybody wants to be lazy and go be average and give into their body and give into this whatever impulse comes their way. It's just sickening. It's gross. And I know this because every impulse that they give into, I have as well. And I give in to half of them, if not more. You know, it's a struggle. We all struggle. But some people struggle to the point where they are disciplined. They stick to it. You know, they don't let it break them. They don't let it become them.